Good evening, everybody, and welcome along to PSGL on the Xbox platform. This is the F1 tier, Season 27, and tonight, this is Round 5. We go to one of the shortest rounds, shortest circuits on the calendar, Monte Carlo for the Monaco Grand Prix. The first F1 race was in the first ever Formula 1 World Championship back in 1950. Spa and Silverstone being the other tracks, which has also been in most of the F1 races since then. It's known for its glitz and glamour, and it's widely considered to be one of the most important races in motorsport. It's very prestigious as well, and a lot of drivers will want to win this one. And it's going to be very hard for some of them to see how they can cope with the barriers. My name is Jess, and I'll be your commentator for tonight's race as per usual. And if you missed last week's race, we had a different race winner once again. Four different race winners out of 4, which is amazing. It's great to see, which means the championship is going to be ever closer. So last week we saw Lefted take his first ever win with CRG Lut in second. Then Sam took his first podium of the season as well after a dismal performance in the first 2 races, which was also great to see as well. He was very delighted when I was speaking to him last week as well. Peroni got a good result in 4th. We've had Otis, who's now Sync Otis. Now he's changed teams from BSR to Sync now, so that's why you'll see a change in game attack. We have Dominic in 6th place, which he had a good performance as well. Placky in 7th. We got Tebow and Nico 8 and 9. None of them are here tonight though, so that is interesting. And then we got LVA Brown in 10th. So looking at the Drivers' Championship, due to that last round, CRG Lut now takes the top of the standings with 40 points. We got Otis in 2nd with 36, Lefted in 3rd with 32 after his win. Now we got Brown in 4th with 24, Smasher in 5th also on 24, but since Brown has done a lot better than him, that's why he's ahead of Smasher at the moment. Sparks in 6th, but Sparks is not racing tonight. He's not actually racing at all this season. He has dropped out, and replacing him is Jakey B, who is known to be a very quick driver, but I'll talk to him a little bit more about that in a minute. He's from CRG. Peroni in 7th with 17 points as well. Felipe in 8th with 15. And we got Tebow in 9th with 15 as well. Closely won the reserves in 10th. We've got Sam, Placky, Dom, Nico and Cosito showing up the rest of the field. We can't show them all, obviously. So looking at the constructors then, Mercedes are back on top once again with 64 points. 4 points clear of Red Bull with 60 points. Alfa Romeo 3rd on 33. AlphaTauri, 4th on 23. 5th, McLaren on 20, joint with Ferrari as well. 7th is Williams with 19. 8th is Haas with 17. 9th is Racing Point with 6 points. And 10th is Renault with 4 points. So there we go. That's just a quick rundown of the proceedings of what happened last week and what that did to the standings. So before we go to the main race, let's have a look at this beautiful track where the drivers are going to be racing at in Monte Carlo. So the circuit is 3.3 kilometers long. It has 19 turns, 7 to the left and 12 to the right, and it has 1 DRS zone, which is the start-finish straight. So really, this is probably going to be one of the only places potentially to overtake. And the tyres that we have on offer here today is the C5, the C4s and the C3s, the highest lot of tyres that Pirelli are bringing this weekend, tonight here in the Xbox world. So without further ado, let's get straight on with qualifying. And we are currently riding on board with last week's race winner, Lefted as well, who is saying purple in sector 2. Let's see how he does coming across the line. I'm actually going to follow someone on a lap in a second. It's quite hard to invalidate around here, to be honest, unless it's from the tunnel. So Lefted is in 3rd with a 1:09.0, and Brown has already set the benchmark already with a 1:07.959, which is very good to see at the moment. So interesting points around the track. Sandevot, obviously, we can see a lot of people probably get caught out there as well. Maybe people might try and move into Casino in turn 4, but we'll probably see people going very tight just past the Mirabelle there and Portier, and then heading towards the tunnel section very soon as well, which has very good sound, I've got to say. So he goes past there, and then obviously the Nouvelle Chicane at the end of that tunnel. A few more overtakes, I think, and then probably the Raskas is another corner to overtake. That's pretty much it. So qualifying, I think it's going to be one of the tracks this season where qualifying is going to be very, very important. So we'll have to find out, of course. So Callum G is also reserving tonight. He's in the McLaren. And we've got Flying Rosie, who's in the Ferrari, replacing one of the Ferraris. I'm not sure which one it is, but he's replacing one of them anyway. And we have Jam Pancakes, who's reserving for, I can't remember who it was, Clenzo. I should know because I told the host that he's meant to go in that car. So, yeah, because I had the standings in front of me. Joker's full-time in the Haas, and he's recently been put into the Shizou team, so well done to him. And let's go on board with a lap around Monaco with Joker, because we haven't done many laps with Joker this season, so we may as well go. So just past Sander Vort, he's tapped the wall there as well. I think a lot of people will be wall banging a little bit, but hopefully they won't, because they could get told off. Just past Casino there as well. People could try and attempt an overtake. And no, he's not on a lap. He's backed off for some reason. I'm guessing he's not happy or he wants to get a banker lap in. So let's follow somebody else. I'm just trying to think who we haven't followed on a lap as much. He could go on board with our reserved. He's full-time actually now because Sparks left. But he was reserved as of last week. He's now full-time as of tonight. Jakey B. And I've commentated on him quite a lot actually in the Xbox world. And expect him to be a challenge. If he joined at the start of the season, I think he would have challenged the guys for the title anyway. But yeah, he's going to be, I think, a huge threat to the guys already at the top. So do watch out as he's getting a little bit of room to start his lap just past Raskas, because you don't want to ruin that. So heading into Saint Devois, it's going to be the first corner you'll tackle. Only the OSJ on the circuit. You're going to head towards third gear by braking at 50 metres before the corner. Turn 2 is an easy flat in modern F1 cars. Don't take your eye off the ball, though. It's very easy to lose part of your front wing there, like I've done quite a few times. Now you just pass the casino section and you go towards turn 5, the Melbourne. Fade to the right and back to the left when you pass the bump. Now you're heading just past the Grand Hotel hairpin and then into Mirabel Bass and Portier for turn 7 and 8. Both downhill 90-degree right-handers, the second of which is crucial to retaining a fast lap time. Now heading towards the tunnel, you're going to be around 7th gear around here, potentially 8, but it'll probably be too late for that. Nouvelle chicane, turn 11, and that was an invalidation. I did say people could invalidate there, and they did. Is there anyone else also on a lap that I can follow closely? Maybe Callum G, Jam Pancake's on a Callum G's also invalidated as well, but in a different place, unless he's done a lap already, which I think he tried to do another lap. So yeah, he did try to do another lap. So it goes to the pit. He goes. I wonder what the weather's going to be like as well. With Rosie on the mediums, it's suggesting that it could be a dry race. We'll have to wait and see. We've seen how weathers have interfered quite a lot of the PSGL races last week in France. It made it a lot difficult, I have to say, towards the end for people to push, obviously. And I think I remember it was a dry to wet race in Xbox, or was it? I don't know. Well, it might have been both races I commentated, actually. But I know at least one of them did. I'm trying to remember if it's both or just one of them. And that's allowed Sam to make his way through the field as well. So Jakey B's on another lap. Let's see if he does not invalidate this time. He's got a Renault in front of him. Not sure what Renault it is. It is Jam Pancakes. Let's see how he copes with the Nouvelle chicane. He's invalidated again. He's invalidated again. Oh, my word. Oh, my word. Just watch out for some people not getting laps in due to that. If they don't, then they're going to be a huge disadvantage in qualifying. But watch out for the alternate strategy here, because I think these are one of those tracks where the alternate strategy could work. And it's also one of those tracks that I'm just trying to look, because the tyres for the Haas at least, they can last for the majority of the race. They can last, wait, I think I've got the tyres wrong, because, 35 laps. So if you pit, there's 39 laps obviously, if you pit around about lap 5 and get damage at that point, from that point onwards, you can get away with pitting, and you just got to hope that there's no safety cars. So I wonder if a lot of people would try that. There was someone on the strategy that popped up briefly. I'll show that in a minute as well, where they will be pitting lap 5 to 8 if they were to go on the hards. But I am going to say soft to mediums is going to be this track. Mediums can last around about 31 laps before they hit the 70% tyre range. Due to the fact tyre degradation is not really a thing, you don't need to worry about it too much, but you got to manage your ERS effectively as well, because obviously it's going to be hard to overtake around this circuit. So, we got 7 minutes left to go, and I have to say, Dominic is in 4th, so he's keeping up his good qualifying form at the moment. He's going into the pits there in a second. He got a good point finish last week, and I believe, it was either last week or the week before that I interviewed him, and he was still quite happy at least. So we'll have to wait and see if he does well here tonight as well. So looking at his results, if I just look at the standings quickly, there we go. So his best result actually was in France, and he got a P10 in Great Britain. So that was the only points finishes that he had this season, and we've got 8 rounds to go of the season, which for me the season has flown by already. Don't forget we also had the break week as well, but it's just flown by so quickly. I don't want it to end. It's been a good season so far with 4 different winners. We didn't quite have 4 different pole sitters, because LVA Brown got his 2nd pole position last week. He's looking like he's gonna make it 2 poles in a row at this rate at the moment. So it'll be his 3rd pole position of the season. Or we could see another different pole sitter. Let us know in the chat, guys, what you think, who you think will get pole position. And just a quick reminder, there's going to be an extra money incentive for the drivers, as provided by one of our partners for PSGL this season. I need to try and remember what the team is called. I think it's either TNL or TNR Esports. I will need to double check which one it is. No, but it's not that. I've got it wrong. It's a different one. But anyway, the Xbox One drivers, they'll be getting £80 if they finish top of the standings. So, yes. I would want to win that type of money. I know a lot of you will want to win that type of money. So, but at the moment, I can't really tell who's going to win the championship already due to about how close it is. And Brown has just gone fastest once again with a TRT. There we go. Thank you, Connor. And ties there, TRT Esports. I got one letter wrong. I'm sorry. But there we go. Thanks to TRT Esports for providing the prizes this season for both the top tiers on Xbox One and PlayStation. And I think Smash is on the lap as well, but he has invalidated. Let me guess where he invalidated. Probably at the tunnel section again. I said it's a track where they can't get invalidated, but they can. So I probably jinx people. I'm sorry. I'll try not to jinx people. I swear. Anyway, Blackie's about to start his out lap as well with 5 minutes left to go. He's not going to have time to set another lap, I think. So that's probably going to be his only lap unless he can get into the pits very quickly. It is a short lap anyway. Another track, which is also quite short, is Zandvoort. Obviously, it's not on the calendar this season. And just to point out as well that after the end of the season, every single track would be raced in F1 2020 on PlayStation at least, apart from Baku. So guess what track is going to be in the season 28 calendar? Confirmed, I think. Baku. So there we go. You heard it here first. You heard it here first. So, yeah, different variety of tracks, I think, for him. Monaco's probably going to be one of the hardest. I think out of all the tracks, for me, I prefer to race in is Monaco. It's much more thrilling. I'm more better at it than Singapore as a street circuit. Singapore, I'm just rubbish at full stop. I'm like 4 seconds off the pace. But as in from the rivals I usually race at, not these type of drivers. I would be like 5-6 seconds if I was them. Anyway, Jam Pancakes comes across the line. He was purple set to 2 in the Renault. Let's see how he does. Quite a lot of reserves tonight to make them up. P6 for him. Another driver that I commentated on quite a few times now. And he's actually won 1 championship in another league, which I won't say what it is because we are here solely for PSGL. I'm not allowed to say other leagues, otherwise I get told off. So there we go. As Felipe, hopefully he's going to have better luck this week. Unfortunately, he couldn't join the lobby again. He got disconnected and he was in the chat and his AI was running. So I kept calling in Felipe bot as well for that. And yeah, but at least he's here now and I haven't had complaints in the chat about his internet, so for him anyway, he's probably fine. Thank goodness. Touch wood, he could actually survive a race and do well, because he's got potential. He's one of the early favourites in the tweets that PSGL put out at the start of the season, and he just hasn't delivered. Like, I think one of them in the poll is doing well, and that's Lut. The other two, they're not in obviously the top 2 positions at the moment, but Smash obviously doing a lot better. Felipe is lower down, so we'll see. But I know I can see Felipe doing well this season. He's had a bit of ups and downs, but if he can show his form, I think he'll be absolutely fantastic. So anyway, 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go on the clock. Needs to come before the storm. Interestingly, Lefty was on the mediums, but he goes into the pit, so he's going to get in time, hopefully. Oh my goodness, I think he got held up a little bit. That's the game for you. Hate it when it does that. I think there's a lot of people also going out as well. Lut is also on a lap. A lot of people actually getting their laps in very early. So we'll go through your running order then. So we got Brown in first place at the moment with a 107.8. Smasher in second with a 108.1. CRG Lut in third. So at the moment we've got Mercedes 1-3, which is good, with a 108.2. Fourth is at the moment is Dominic with a 108.483. We got Felipe, Jam Pancakes, Placky, who's about to go out actually, Joker, Lefted, and Crescito. So those are your top 10. But you never know. Anything can happen and things could all change. Qualifying is not over until the checkered flag falls. Once they cross the checkered flag, then it's over. When they cross the line, sorry. When they see the checkered flag, that was what I meant to say anyway, as well. I wonder, Callum G, he's actually going to get a lap this time, Callum G, which is great to see. He did not invalidate this time. Oh, he's got a bit of damage though to his front wing, and he's oh my goodness, that is awful. I just jinxed him right there, and he can't set a lap time. He cannot set a lap time. It looks like Jakey is invalidated as well. So he's only got one more lap to set a lap time. Brown is on his final lap as well. Flying Rosie has been disqualified for parking in a dangerous location. Now where's that? That looks like the swimming pool section in the mini-map. Quite a bit of chaos towards the end of qualifying. But to be honest, it's Monaco. It's to be expected, I've got to say. But yeah. But Callum G's crash did not look good. So we'll just wait for the section to finish. I'll probably go on board with the Alpha, but I think the Alpha's on his outlap. No, the Alpha's on his outlap. Is anyone on a flyer that can go on board with? Perondi, maybe? He's 11 seconds down, but he's probably going to go on a lap anyway. So I think the next person to set a lap is one of the Haas cars. So I'm trying to find which Haas cars it is. It's not Joker because he's going into the pits. I might be blind. I don't see one of the Haas cars. But it might be just me as he's going in, probably going into the pits at the moment. Nope, it's Jakey. There we go. Jakey is on a lap. He got past the tunnel section unscathed. No invalidation at the moment. Could this be divisional pole for the Haas car for his first outing in PSGL? No, but he's on the mediums. A 108.6 is pretty respectable on the mediums. And if he pulls the alternate strategy well in these positions, he could be in a good shot of winning today. Next to come across the line is Placky going through Raskas now in the number 19 car. Can he get his best ever qualifying position in PSGL? 7th place, pretty good for him. Next is not Jam Pancakes because he is invalidated. It was a McLaren and he can only manage 15th. Next is Lefted, I believe. Yes, it is Lefted. I have got it right. So Lefted comes across the line now. Could he get pole position here today and get into the 107s? Nope. 108.0 for him. I think that's it for everybody. Yes, it is. And for the second time in a row and for the third time this season, LVA Brown is on pole position in PSGL Xbox. Actually, no, it's Lut. Lut got it last minute. Lut got it last minute there. I did not see that. It might just be me being blindsided or something. But yeah. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. But anyway, it's Lut from Brown, from Felipe, from Lefted, from Smasher, from Dominic, Jakey, Placky, Jam Pancakes, and Peroni. And we got Joker, Matthew Reese, Otis, Crisito, Dave Wombers, Callum G got to go fast, and then Flying Rosie unfortunately got disqualified. So yeah, sorry guys, I missed the pole position. It was just probably that it did not pop up, or I might have not been paying attention, I don't know. But anyway, congratulations to Lot anyway. I feel bad now. I feel bad. And it looks like it's going to be a dry race for the drivers here today. So, no change in the weather as of yet. It looks like it's pretty clear. I would kind of want to see a bit of changeable conditions, but knowing that in Monaco, it would probably be a little bit of a disaster. So, in a way, thank goodness, it stays where it is at the moment. So, top 10 obviously have to start on the tyres that they qualified on, which is the soft compounder tyres. And then people outside the top 10, they will get free choice of tyres. So we're just waiting for all the drivers to ready up. And whilst we do that, let's have a look at the strategy that the drivers will be facing today. So you got the map on the left-hand side. 39 laps await our drivers. And it's either going to be soft to mediums. Well, soft to mediums is going to be the most likely. With lap 8 to 11, and then last for about 28 to 31 laps. Or they can go on soft to hard, pit lap 5 to 8, and then they can last for majority of the race. So it's either soft to hard or soft to mediums the drivers will be doing today. And you can see the delta between the soft and the mediums, not too much on this circuit, 6 tenths. Pretty good. And then between the mediums and the hards, 1.2. So there's a massive difference there. So you don't really want to be touching the hards at all unless you get damage. But I know some people may choose the hards to do a different strategy compared to the others. So, JKB was the only person outside the top 10 to go onto the medium tyre. So that is where he will be starting. Everybody else on the softs inside the top 10. People outside the top 10, they've all opted for the mediums. And to be honest, I'm not really that surprised that no one has opted for the softs. And Joker is in alternate strategy pole position at the moment in the Haas car. So, well, actually, no, JKB is alternate strategy pole position. And it's an alternate strategy Haas 1-2 in a way as well. So I believe that's Lut's second pole position. If I'm stand corrected, let me just check my spreadsheet. Yes, it is Lut's second pole position. And Jordan is predicting a JK masterclass. I'm expecting, I don't know why, but I'm expecting big things from JK. Mainly because I commentated on him before, and I've seen him absolutely dominate when he's been put under pressure. So I expect JK to do well. I'm also expecting Felipe to come out and show as well, but with the two Mercedes 1 and 2, as long as they don't get damaged, I think they could work together and pull off some really good results. They are leading the championship at the moment and in the constructors, and they want to keep it that way. So, the last time I commentated on Monaco on this channel was from the Trovo League. A lot of different strategies there as well. Could we see the same tonight on Xbox? Only time will tell. As we're waiting for the last few drivers to make their way on the grid, quite a few people actually got disqualified from the formation. That was Dave Rombus and Callum G. Everybody else was A-OK, so I think that's just Flying Rosie bringing up the rear there. And the 5 red lights are about to come on. It's going to be a long hold, I think, at the moment. Come on, red lights. Come on. There we go. So we've got the 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights here at Monaco. And we are underway. Decent start by both Mercedes boys. Also decent start from Felipe as well as they make it through turn 1. Also good start from the Red Bull as well. One of the Alfa Romeos had a decent start going side by side with Felipe. Do they all make it through? Sandevant, okay, yes they do. Absolutely fine as well. Jakey has dropped out of position into, his state position I think. But the timings are mixed up for me at the moment, which is a bit of a shame. We've got 2 Mercedes 1 and 2. Now we've got Felipe 3rd, Lefted 4th, Smasher 5th. I think the timing did actually fix itself now, so all good. But we've got yellow flag in sector 2. So it looks like a big of a pile-up somewhere, but I'm not quite sure where it is. But yeah, I'm surprised they've been keeping it clean so far, but who knows? It may change as the race goes on. I think for lap 1, the majority of these guys want to keep it cautious, because if you get damage at this point, then it's pretty much game over. And I think Cressito has just found that out and has taken the escape road, and he's probably got a warning for that. Minor damage by the looks of things, but it's hard to see around it because Monaco is nice and fast. You can see the predicted pit stop strategy on the screen. And is Cressito going to the pits? Yes, he is. So he did get damage of some sort. And if you lose damage around here, then it's trouble as well. The Williams driver, Cressito, is not getting some good luck at the moment, which is really, really bad to see. So fingers crossed he can get some good luck in the race carry on, because he could go on the soft sides at the end. And my cat's eating something, and she's not meant to eat. Hold on. There we go. I stopped it there. I do apologise, but let's see what other battles we've got happening at the moment. As we've got Smasher actually on the back of Lefted, just past the tunnel section. And I wonder how much ERS people are going to be using in Monaco. Maybe not a lot due to the fact that they won't be as overtaking as much, but they want to have a huge advantage compared to their rivals if they're on a different tyre. So something that I know is going to be crucial towards the end there. Maybe end of the race where the ERS starts to die as well. So Brown setting fastest lap as well. Not getting the gap closer to Lut as we probably would have liked. I thought you would have been even closer. But Lut is showing that if you qualify on pole, you can do well. And Dave Wombas got the first penalty of the race. Kanji also goes into the pits. He's also picked front wing damage. I wonder how many front wing damages we will get today, and I think I'm expecting quite a lot from these drivers. So, I mean, I expect the teams to be, I think, broke at the end of this race based on what could happen. But these are the top tier drivers. These are the best of the best in Xbox. Technically, we are expecting them to be clean as well. And I'm going to get a prediction right now. I know people are going to hate me for it. There is going to be a safety car coming. It's going to be a safety car looming. Probably, I think, towards the end of the race. I think. But it may come before. We'll see. So, Lefty's in the pits then. So, did Lefty pick up damage as well? Or did he want to go onto the hard tyres? We'll see. He's picked up damage then because he's going onto the mediums. He's not going onto the hard tyres. So I'm guessing he's probably seen something that we don't. Maybe he doesn't like the hard tyres, so he's staying on the mediums just to be going onto the mediums to be a lot faster. Has promoted Smasher up into 4th with Dominic up into 5th. Jakey B, the medium tyres are going to be a lot better around about lap 8, lap 7. Then he can possibly start launching for a move on the guys on the softs. Same with Joker, Otis, Matthew Reese as well. Matthew Reese doing quite well in 12th position. I think you'll be pretty pleased with that. And let's see who has been the biggest gainers so far this race. So, Smasher, Dominic, Jakey B, Placky, Jam Pancakes, Baroni, Joker have gained 1 position. Otis gained 2. Dave Rombas gained 2. Got to Go Fast has gained 3 as well as Flying Rosie. Don't forget Rosie started in last due to the fact that he got disqualified. Matthew Reese is staying exactly where he is. He's holding position. And Lefted has dropped down 12. Callum G's dropped down 1 and Cressito's dropped down 4. And here goes Jam Pancakes. I'm using more positions at the moment. So, but yeah, to be expected, Jam Pancakes goes onto the hard tyres. And that will definitely make it to the end, so no harm there. And he can be flexible with his strategy if a safety car comes. He can go on mediums or soft, so depending on when it comes or if it comes. So he comes down in 16th. The field is not as close as I would have liked, and I have to agree with some people in the chat. I thought we would see a little bit of a bigger DRS train emerging today. I thought I would expect to see, I think first down to 10th being close together, but it just shows the differing of ability for some of the drivers maybe potentially around this track. As Dominic picks himself a 3-second time penalty. And yes, a few drivers have had hardly any practice due to the fact that they have been brought in last minute. And I've got to say, for some of them, they're not doing too bad. To be honest, if I was asked to reserve for Monaco last minute, I would be nervous. Because I probably wouldn't have had a chance to get a good setup on. They're almost going into the wall there. I want the Mercedes going into the wall there. That was close. But you gained a bit of time there. Still reminds me of the Hamilton-Rosberg days where both Mercedes were fighting 1 and 2. Shame we're not getting as much with Hamilton and Bottas now. Kind of wish that they're even on pace so they can be fighting for close championships, because it was quite a big gap last season between Lewis Hamilton and Valtteri Bottas. I think Hamilton won the Constructors for Mercedes with his points alone. That's how dominant Lewis Hamilton was this last season, just to put it in perspective. So, Joker then. The one who started outside the top 10. He's going to have the most advantage, and he's already up into P9 due to other people's mistakes. He's the one where I think that he could keep it penalty free. He could score big as well. Joker's best result. He keeps getting the races that he started. P11 finish. So he likes the P11, but I'm sure he knows he wants to go higher than that, and he wants to push for that. Today is a race where he could possibly can. 9 tenths off his previous best. And not that far from Pironi, so I think the softs are starting to wear off at the moment compared to the mediums, even though the softs can last quite a bit anyway, but you wouldn't want to be on them too long. So I'm just looking at the deltas once again, and the softs can last up to 13 laps. And obviously they want to get the undercut strategy right, so pitting around lap 8 would be the best overcut opportunity if they get stuck in traffic. 2 AlphaTauris working their magic at the moment, but can Joker get past? We've got to go fast already. We've already got someone that's been disqualified due to multiple penalties already. Hang on a minute. But we're going to have to wait and see what happens. As Brown is going for the undercut strategy. He's picking a lap early to go onto the mediums. Those can make it to the end, I believe. 8 to 11 laps. It is a lap earlier than I would have thought, so it will be a big push towards the end, but he wants to try and get ahead of his rival, so fair dues to him, as long as he doesn't get holed up in traffic. Traffic is a big thing here. If you get let out in traffic, then you're in deep trouble. So that's what Brown is not going to hope for. He's going to hope some clear air as well. So he's going to be praying to the traffic gods of Monaco, I have to say, at the moment. And luckily it wasn't for damage. I was worried it was for damage, but it was not. It was for strategy. So, or is he going to cover off his teammate? But Brown and Lott are so close in the championship. They want to be fighting for a position. They want to be fighting for £80 for the top spot, you know. They want to be getting the top honours, being the first Xbox champion of PSGL. Days Wombus goes out of the pits. I think that's his second stop. Let's see how many stops people are at the moment. 2 stops. Yeah, Callum G and Days Wombus, they're not got to a good start at all. Felipe and Dominic are responding to the undercut. So Felipe goes in. He won't get held up due to the fact that his car is last in the pit lane. So let's see where he goes. And we got Dominic as well, following close behind. What's Brez Brown going to be? He's getting held up by Flying Rosie. That is, again, going to be very difficult. That's going to allow Lefted is actually doing very well where he is on the medium tyres. Because don't forget, I think he pitted quite early. I think, yes, he did pit quite early due to damage, because he will have to pit again, because the way the mediums are going, those tyres are definitely not going to make it to the end. And you can see Brown is just like, Rosie, get out of the way, man. Because his rivals, Felipe, is probably going to give it a run for his money. Left it as well. So, watch out for these guys. This is the battle that we are going to hope to see And I think the dirty air is not going to help Brown either. And that means the tyres, they're not going to last as long. Yellow flag in sector 3. Here comes Lut in the pit lane. Chaining onto the mediums. Quickly on he goes. Smasher does the same. Jakey obviously stays out because he started on the mediums. So did Joker and Flying Rosie. So that's it then for everyone that's pitted. So let's watch these guys. Brown has got to be careful. I think... Oh, that was close. That was close between him and his teammate, almost. But Brown was very close to being overtaken by his rivals. But luckily, Brown is in the lead. And now he's going to hope there's traffic behind him so he can build up a gap now. Build up a gap. We're seeing a lot of yellow flags in sector... A few sectors, actually. But they just appear and disappear for some reason. Now we're seeing a train in the hairpin and Mirbeau. Now Portier heading to now. Lutz in the middle of this. Maybe he could use his teammate to help, but look at that. His teammate's already pulling away a second. Brown just lost so much time being held up. And then now, boom. And he's going to come across more traffic now with OTs. Callum G's now out of the race. He's, I think, retired in the pit lane. Or did he bin it in the wall? We'll see. We're right on board with OTs, actually. And I think it is the pit lane. Or is it? I think it is the pit lane. Oh, I just did not see the car. Now, apparently, Brown has got wing damage. Yes, I think. If it is, it's quite minor. I think he'll still keep going, because otherwise he would have pitted anyway. So I'm guessing he's going to keep going as much as he can. He's going to probably turn into what... he's going to turn into probably Daniel Ricciardo, where you're still racing on less power than his rival and still went on to win the race. So we will see with Brown. OT's let Brown pass anyway. But let's watch on board with Lutz. Lefted is not going to give Lut an easy time. So don't forget, Lefted doesn't have to pit for a bit longer. Neither does, Flying Rosie's going to wait until near the end as well. So does Lefted. So Lut needs to get a move on. And this could decide this race. If traffic holds people up, then this could hurt some drivers. So we'll watch Lut here. Trying to get as many slipstream as he can now. Apparently, it's saying pit for softs, but obviously you can't pit for the soft now. It's just the game glitching at me, unfortunately. And I think Rosie's trying to hold people up as well, so he can gain as much time as possible. Both Lefted and Lut were trying to make a move there. And too wide into the hairpin just does not work. Oh, that was close. That was very close. I don't think they have damage. If it is, it would be minor. We'll see the way Lut handles this. If Felipe gets close to Lut, then maybe Lut may have damage. So here comes Felipe then. Nope. So I think he's all right. Otherwise, Felipe, I think, would have gotten a lot closer. So due to the fact they're all on similar deltas now, that means they could go and start to push, really, to be honest, as well. We've got Otis in this train still too. And Brown could just sit happy. Just look at the gap between him and the train. 4.6 seconds. And I have to agree with Jordan in the chat. Patience is key. Brown just wait for the right moment. I know he might have got damage, but if he keeps that gap for the whole race, then he can win. So, as long as the damage doesn't affect him towards the end of the race, that is the important thing. And this is the man who has the power. Recently left VSR at the weekend, moved to Sync Motorsports. Wishing the best of luck there, as we've got Brown getting past Joker there. And then all he's got to do is get past Jakey. And then he'll be in the net lead of the race. But Jakey's already leading by 12 seconds. And just to point out for the pit loss is around about 18 seconds. So this could work out well. We'll see. And maybe it's up to the other guys just to try and catch up to the front, because otherwise Jakey will be getting a podium in this race. So Flying Rosie then on Otis. This is full position into Sander Vott. Not making a move there, but Luck. I don't think Luck could wait any longer, but we do know Luck is one of the cleanest drivers out there. He won't go for the move unless it's absolutely necessary. He won't go for the move until there's space. And he's just taking it easy. If he knows he can't do the move, he'll back out. And he took control over the situation and did very well. So Luck is now up into 5th. And he's got to get past Otis now. And Otis very, very kindly moves out the way. Otis realises that he'll get held up if you're trying to hold up Luck. So you don't want to be losing that much time. Don't forget, Luck was leading this race. Now Brown pitting early with the undercut shows that the undercut is powerful. So if anyone's watching that's still got a PlayStation race to come, try the undercut. It definitely works wonders. If you pit later than your rivals, then you're in deep trouble unless you do medium to soft. If you do medium to soft, it's a different ball game altogether. But if you're doing soft to mediums, go for the undercut. Pit lap 7 or 8. Done. Dusted. Boom. And obviously Lefty was on a different strategy, and Luck was on fresher tyres anyway, so that was why Luck was able to go past him. And obviously they're on different strategies anyway, with Lefty having to pit again. So only 2 people getting penalties so far, and we got 2 of the Williams close by, one of them being lapped and one of them actually fighting for position. Felipe is going to be the one that's going to lose the most in this situation, because he's got 3 cars in front of him now. Brown picking himself a 3-second time penalty. That may come back to bite him in the race. You never know. So is Lefted, but probably most people would get a penalty, so he'll probably be a little bit too close for comfort. We'll see. And Felipe, again, is a person who I know won't go for the move unless absolutely necessary. He almost got caught in the barrier there, which luckily he didn't. And it is quite long, well, short laps. That's why it's 39 laps. Otis has been passed by Flying Rosie, which means Lefton and Otis are going to go side by side. Felipe as well. Oh my goodness, I think there's probably a lag spike my end, or it might be a lag spike their end. I don't even know. I do apologise. And someone is going to try and go too wide into to the hairpin. And Felipe is doing all he can now. He's got 2 cars to get past. Smasher and Dominic has also got to get past these cars. Jam Pancake's in the fastest lap right now. He's minding his own business in 14th, but again, he's learning. He's hardly had any practice around this track, so I wasn't expecting him to do well, but at least he's given it his best. 1st to 10th place, they score points. 1st place gets 16 points. 2nd place gets 12. 3rd place gets 10. 4th place gets 8 points. 5th place gets 6 points. 6th place gets 5, then 4, 3, 2, and then 1. I know it by heart now. I feel pretty proud of myself for that. As Flying Rosie there gets a 3-second time penalty. Interesting fact to tell you about Monaco itself. Daniel Ricciardo actually scored his first pole position here. It was a wet to dry race. Hamilton risked staying on the full wet and waiting to go onto the slick tyres, both of them, Ricciardo and Hamilton. However, the Red Bull team did not have the tyres ready, and that was how Hamilton won that race. Interesting. Ayrton Senna has won the most around this circuit, making him the king of Monaco, with 6 wins and 4 poles to his name around there. And I've got to say, the performance that struck to me as being Senna's best performance around Monaco, if not ever, in a race, is around 1992 when Senna versus Mansell. Mansell setting a lap record 2 seconds faster than Senna on fresh tyres after a loose wheel nut forced the leading Mansell back into the pits. He caught Senna with 3 laps to go. Senna's tyres were way older though, but Mansell couldn't quite find the way through. So that is probably what we'll see Jakey B do later. It may be hard for him to get past unless he could go risky. I do remember though, we were watching a fantastic battle in Trovo between Casper and CRG Gamer. Probably one of the best ever battles I ever commentated on, to be honest. Both of them attacked and defended so cleanly. Gamer just put off a really good attack on Casper then as well, which was amazing. Both of them could have won that race easily. Could we see something similar? Probably not for the front, but battle for the midfield at least. Smasher again can't get past Dominic. Again, this is 4th position. I don't think Smasher has to worry about Dominic at the moment because Dominic has penalty. Smasher doesn't. Unless Smasher's got warnings, that's probably why he's pushing anyway, and he wants to get rid of that deficit just in case he does get a penalty. So we're heading toward, well, just past lap number 19 at the moment. Brown leads Lutt, your net race leader, by 2 seconds. So Lutt is catching ever so slightly, but not quite. And the gap between Brown and Jakey is 9.6. So you can tell Jakey's mediums, the delta is favouring Brown at the moment. And I'm trying to remember, when do those guys pit for softs? I'm just going to have a look at the strategy. I would say lap 29, no, lap 30? Lap 29? So they're going to be on those mediums for quite a bit. Yeah, 29 laps. So yeah, lap 30 or 29 potentially. Yeah, that is when Jakey's going to be pitting. As well as, I think there was also someone else that was been on those tyres for quite a bit. Joker and Rosie. So 3 people out of everyone on the grid, they're going to be on soft tyres at the end. They're going to be faster, but it's going to be hard for them to defend as well. And already some pit winners are coming already. Jeff is known to show pit winners for the softs quite early. If you pit now for the softs, you're not going to make it. It's just a game, I think, being a little bit funny as well. So, not many moves, apart from maybe Dominic on Felipe. He was so close to getting the edge there as well. This is very, very intense, I have to say. And I think if the guys in front make a mistake, this could definitely cause a chain reaction here as well. And I am surprised there has been no safety cars. Lap 20, no safety cars, no VSCs either. I was expecting on Xbox, but, you know, I haven't seen it yet. But my prediction is towards the end. And we're nowhere near the end yet. We're not even halfway. Actually, we are halfway now, but there we go. And we have to agree, track position is key, like we saw with Senna and Mansell's battle in 92. Like I was discussing earlier on. Senna came out on top due to the fact that he had track position. Even on softer tyres, he couldn't get past. So I think with that in mind, Lutt is going to take the win because Lutt has suddenly closed the gap to Brown. I think Brown's damage that he's possibly got, I think is very minor, but Brown's damage is starting to hurt him because Lutt is catching. And Lutt's probably going to try and find a way to get past Brown. Lutt's on fresher tyres as well. So already Lutt's chances of winning is probably going to be even higher right now. And I don't think Brown liked it when he got held up in traffic earlier on. And yes, it was Jordan. I think it was roughly about that lap when Casper pitted. I can't remember because everybody went on to... Because I remember, I need to actually double check myself. I may check myself now because there wasn't much going on. But was it a wet qualifying? I'm sure it might have been actually in Trovo. It might have been a wet qualifying. And then every single driver started on the mediums. And they all pitted lap 23, 4. But then again, it was too early. Even though the softs could last 30 laps, it was way too early, but they still managed it at least. So, I need to actually remember what week it was. I'm probably going to hear myself again. Nope, it was not that week. It was the week before that. I'm trying to remember when they pitted. Yeah, it was around about end of lap 25, yeah. And it was a wet quali. Yes. I was checking my video footage, which I do have saved. So, as Dominic has got a 3-second time handle, so that's another one to add to his list as well. And let's go try once again into Sainte Devote. No heroics into Sainte Devote. I can't believe I have not said that at all this stream. I'm quite shocked about that. I have to say, if any of these drivers are going to go for risky moves towards the end, it could be those two. But again, these two are very, very clean. And I'm not surprised, to be honest, that Brown's leading this little battle, because this was where Brown, he's the king of Monaco. He was racing in another league, and he went on to take his first ever, I think it's his first ever win there. First ever league racing ring, I believe, in a top tier. So, could history repeat itself, but this time at PSGL, even though I think, obviously he's won already, but it could be another Monaco win for him. And I think the only person that could spoil the party is Lutz and potentially Jakey. Probably not Jakey now, because Brown is definitely catching to Jakey B at the moment. So maybe Jakey has probably decided, I think he's probably realised that maybe going on to the alternate strategy may not have worked. Same with, I would say, Joker and Rosie, but you got to take risks. Lefty picks himself another penalty as well. Luck getting closer once again, 2/10 of a second. Watch some more battles emerging as well. Potentially between Felipe and Lefty. Also Felipe and Dominic as well. But I'll keep an eye on Lutt and Brown as well. I'm just watching the gaps start to tumble. So as soon as it gets closer, I will follow them. Don't you worry. My job is to keep you guys entertained and make sure you do not miss up on the battle. That was when, Luke, that was when AOR was good. That was when AOR was good. When he won, I think. I can't remember what season it was. I wasn't sure. I said the lead by accident. Sorry. But, yeah, I can't remember. Was it I can't remember. I think it was a few seasons ago, at least. I'll need to double check with Justin on that one, because he was the one that commentated it. Well, it might have been... Oh, I think I know what season now. I know what season now. It's came into my head now. Interesting enough, Joker's helmet design is a Senna design. So, and I've just noticed that he's probably honouring Senna today, because obviously Senna has been the most successful driver in Monaco, which I've got to say, it's a very good thingy there. As well. So lap 25, is Jake going to pit next lap, or is he going to make sure those tyres get to the end? Knowing him, knowing Jakey B, he's going to go in, I think, lap 28. I would say lap 28 because then you're going to lose less time. But he's got a pit window spanner thing. Nope, he's going in. That's exactly the same lap as what the Trovo guys did as well. So Jakey comes in then. So that will promote Brown to the race lead, and they go for a battle. CRG Luck goes for the move, side by side into Sandefur. Is he going to hold on to the race lead? They're keeping it absolutely clean, and there we go. Brown is your race leader for the Monaco Grand Prix. Absolutely great stuff for him. Your championship leader is working wonders in this Monaco circuit, and due to Brown's penalties, Lutt is looking on course to be winning this race, but there's still one person that can stand in his way, Jakey. Jakey came in third place out the pit stops. He even got ahead of the ones who also went on the alternate strategy. The delta is significantly different between the softs and the mediums at this point. This could be game-changing. But also Jakey B has also got another penalty as well. So that's 6 seconds. I wonder how many... and Brown... Actually, no, Brown's got a penalty. So Brown's on 6, Jakey B's on 5. I believe that was a stop-go. So that will be served at the end of the race. So I wonder if Jakey B is also going to go for a start of the race. And yeah, I'm not good with penalties and stuff. So it was Brown that got the penalty, I think, extra. And obviously Jakey B had the stop go. So here comes Joker then, going into the pits for his soft tyres. And thank you very much for pointing that out, guys. It was crossing the pit lane exit line. It is quite... I make that mistake a lot around Monaco. I just forget that the pit lane exit line is there, and I just cross over it. And I just slam dunk penalty. And I wonder if I'm not sure we'll get removed, actually. And I will check the steward's briefing now for you, Jordan, because I think it did say something about the pit lane exit line. Cutting the pit exit line isn't allowed, so there we go. Jakey B won't get that removed. That is the first penalty. That's the first thing that was said in the steward's briefing today. And then there was another one as well. It said, when crossing the line, don't follow the pit wall unless you're absolutely certain nobody's about to exit the pits. So those were 2 cautious things there. Shame we didn't see much about Jakey's, but he's about 2 seconds already, even though he's got that penalty. So he's going to finish second, unless Rosie could finish second. It's probably going to turn on his head right now. There's still battles happening everywhere. Who said you can't overtake in Monaco? We'll see. I will check, actually, because I'm sure Jakey B only pitted once. So let's look at his instance. It doesn't say when he crossed the pit lane. Invalidated lap. Yeah, that was probably when he got that penalty. When he pitted. But it does not say. Unless it tells me here. I'll just have a quick look. So that was Jakey B. Crossed the pit lane, exit white line, corner cutting. So that was one time. I thought you'd only get it if you have it twice. And someone's got damage to their front wing, and we got a virtual safety car smashes out the race. Oh my god. Oh. If ghosting was off, that would have been disastrous. And why was that not a safety car? It was parked in the middle of the track. That was weird. I'm surprised it wasn't a safety car, but people are taking advantage of it. Some of them are going to the pits. Felipe is as well. He's going on to the softs as well. So where would he end up in? 11th, and he's 1 point off the points. Lefted is also pitted as well. Obviously Lefted had to pit because he was on the mediums from early on as well. So the virtual safety car has probably saved him a little bit there. And whilst that battling was happening for the crash, and I was trying to find out what's going on, Jakey has got past Brown up into P2. So yeah, Jakey B doing fantastic there. at the moment. And Connor saying Jakey B03. I did say Jakey would do well on the alternate strategy, and he's proven it here today. But when I've got to say, when Jakey gets past Lut, he's got to be clear within how many seconds again? 5 seconds, which is going to be a tall order. So altogether, he's got to make 8 seconds, 8.5 seconds. Oh, yeah, 8 seconds now. So he's got to make that in 9 laps. It depends on the delta as well, because the tyres for the soft do go off pretty quickly. And the delta between the softs and the mediums is 6/10 per second. I did say 6 seconds, I think, earlier, which I shouldn't have done. But 6/10. So he could do it, but it's going to be a little bit of a push. I think he's going to get past him on track. But is he going to stay clear of him? I don't know. He's also going to hope that Lut also gets a penalty. But knowing Lut is clean. I know Lut does not get penalties. Let me check how many warnings Lut has got, because I know a few of you are asking about warnings. So Lut is on 2 warnings, and I believe it's for if you get a 4th warning, then you get a penalty. So he's all right at the moment, but he's got to be careful not getting a few more, because otherwise he'll be in trouble. And I know Jakey makes fantastic moves, so this could be a very good battle. Look at him, he's already caught up to him. He's already caught up to him. Bring it on, ladies and gentlemen. So we got a CRG 1-2. And also got Brown in 3rd as well. Who I fixed from CRG as well, I'm not entirely sure. Actually, I can't remember. But anyway. Jakey's got to find the right moment. He's got to do it as soon as possible, because otherwise there's no way he's going to find 5 seconds in a few laps. The earlier he does it, the more chance he has to win the race. And it could last a distance. So we'll have to wait and see. He's got DRS though. So it is possible, but 4/10, I don't think it's enough at this stage to get past turn 1. Oh, a little bit of a slide there from Jakey B. That might have cost him a bit of time. And there's a few people in the chat as well that are hoping to not see any of those 2 crash. I hope not either. Because, to be honest, Brown has been driven okay. Lut has been driven amazingly with that move. I've got to say Lut is driving the day so far, as well as Jakey. And I think a few people were hoping that Smash's retirement would have caused a safety car. But we will see anyway. So let's see then, Jakey B. Is he going to go for a lunge here? He's not taking risks yet. He's being patient. He's being very patient actually as well. But the more you get caught up, your tyres are going to die very quickly, so. But he's getting very, very close heading into Raskas. Is he going to do a Carlos Sainz then? He's almost touched the back of Lut there. I think he's going to go for the move. He's got to overtake. He's got enough ERS, but Lut's pulling away from him. Lut is also using his ERS as well. And that's why Jakey B cannot get past. Lut's on 30. So I thought the most to gain in this situation will be Jakey B. I think he could get it into this next section. Maybe go to the right, potentially. No, Lut's going to the right. And he's not going there either. So close together. As well. And Brown, I think, is going to stay 3rd. Unless Brown has more penalties. No, Brown has the same penalty. So he'll probably stay where he is because of the gap. As well. And we got the ghost car of Matthew Reese there as well. Flying Rosie has just got past Joker there. Who said you can't overtake that? We got Lefted and Joker going side by side as well. Lefted on fresher tyres. Gets the move done perfectly. They're definitely pulling out all the stops. They're taking... I think they've been saving the best till last. Which I think, to be honest, is fair. It was quite quiet for most of the race up until this point. So let's go back to the front. Because I think that's the battle you want to watch. But... Unfortunately, I don't think Jakey got past the move there. Oh my goodness, that was so close between Jakey B and Lot there. Jakey B just so anxious. He wants to get past, but he doesn't want to cause any trouble with his CRG teammate. They work well together, and you know, you do not want to make mistakes like that. So that's why they're keeping it together. But the way that Jakey B's driving, if he stays behind Lot and if he just gets past him in the last minute, then it won't be enough for him to win, because obviously use that time penalty. And that, well, I was discussing about the stewards report earlier on, that penalty could not get removed. That penalty cannot get removed, so he's got to keep it. The stewards have warned they cannot cut the pit lane exit line. They just cannot. So I would definitely fall victim of this rule if I was racing in PSGL. So I have to wait and see then. Lut is still leading by the skin of his teeth. Lut, I would say Lut's Lewis Hamilton. Jakey B's being Max Verstappen at the moment. Again, another bit of a slide from Jakey B. This is turning out to be quite tense. I thought we weren't going to get these type of battles towards the end of the race today, but we are getting similar vibes to what we've seen from Casper and Gamer. Jakey B being the chasing person, and Joker's out of the race. Joker is out of the race. Where did he retire, I wonder? Did he just retire in the pit lane? Or did he just retire on track? Look like he has retired on track. And I don't think you're meant to do that in PSGL. And yeah, that is sad. That is sad. And we're still having a battle as well for 6th as well. Don't forget that. We got Lefty versus Flying Rosie versus Peroni. Peroni being on the medians. Peroni's probably going to be ahead of them anyway due to penalties. Lefty wanting to get past 2. And I've got to say, Peroni, I think, is doing his best to keep consistent. And yeah, Jordan's not liking the retired on track for Joker. So I think Joker's going to get in trouble. I think that was a little bit late on the brakes there. But that would have been, it was so close. Very, very close indeed. And I'll just check the penalties between these guys. So penalty 6-6-3. So actually no, Jam Pancakes can't get ahead at the moment unless he finds 1 second in a few laps, which could still be possible. Flying Rosie then, he's going to go for the move. Surely he's not, or is he going to stay behind? He's backing off. Yes, he's backing off at the moment. What about into this corner then? Onto the start of sector 2 towards turn 5, 6 and 7, and then heading towards turn 8 and then into the tunnel. I think probably the tunnel is where they're probably gonna make the move, but we'll have to wait and see. We'll see what Flying Rosie does. Peroni backs off on the brakes there. Close the door as Flying Rosie is spun there. Cut the corner for good measure. Gotta be careful to not hit Jam Pancakes, but that has gone disastrous for Flying Rosie, unfortunately. Dropping down to 8th position as well. And I don't think Jake is going to find 5 seconds in a few laps. Lut's just good on pace. Lut is just showing that if you qualify on pole, you're more than likely going to stay there. And he was the one to overtake into Sandoval, which I've got to say is very brave. Not many people do that, and Lut could do that. Now, I did say in the stream last week in France, if he's not picked up by an esports team this season, I'll be very, very shocked. Just saying, as in a F1 esports team, as in the 10, like Mercedes, Ferrari, Red Bull, Renault, something like that. And I think Jakey at this point is going to be happy to get second at this rate. He's probably going to get driver of the day. Lefty gets past Peroni into the channel in the tunnel section. And Ballina, no, he won't get it removed because he did cross the pit lane exit line. I did check his penalties earlier, Ballina. So, but if he could prove that he didn't cut it and the game being rude, then he could get it removed. So that is his only option. If he can prove that he did not cut it, then it's fine. Otherwise, he'll keep his penalty. And yes, I agree. The pit lane exit is weird, Sparks. Without a shadow of a doubt. I think we'll see a lot of people getting caught up in the PS4 leagues later on Sunday and Monday. And we've probably seen quite a few situations tonight as well in the F11 and possibly F10, which is going on right now. And I think a few people in the chat possibly agree with that. It's Jakey. Oh no, Jakey B's lost a bit of damage. He's caused a bit of damage there. That's Lutz. That's definitely Lutz's win now. So the battle that we were all hoping for the win has probably gone down the drain at the moment. Jakey's going to hope that Brown does not catch. I don't think Brown is going to catch up anyway. It's literally going to be impossible. So he's going to hope that Jakey does not get any more damage. So we'll see what he does. It looked just like end plate damage because most of his wing looked absolutely fine. But I did see a bit of damage fly off his Haas car. So it didn't look pretty to me. And Jordan saying, you silly cookie. Yeah, sometimes when you make mistakes, he's still able to keep the gap to Brown though. So second place should be his. And the penalty won't affect him, obviously, because he's got a good gap clear. And obviously he's got less penalties. But anyway, this man who's driven absolutely phenomenally today has kept it under control. Got overtaken by Brown in the pit stops. But I didn't let him stop him. He got the move later on in the race. He stayed there. He wins in Monaco and takes his second win of the season. Jakey B in second after starting, was it 6th or 7th on the alternate strategy? So to be fair, it's pretty good. Brown comes across the line in 3rd place. There he goes. And Dominic is going to get 4th on track, but due to penalties, Placky's going to get 4th. So I think Dominic will drop down to 5th, but that will still be a good result for Dominic. Lefty will come across the line now. And is he running out? He did just run out of fuel on the line, looked like. And oh my god, it looked like a very close finish there between these two. But due to penalties, Peroni got 6th. Jam Pancakes got 7th. Flying Rosie in 8th. Left in 9th. Felipe 10th. And there's your final points playing position, and Big C putting Lut in capitals. Yes, I've got him right eventually, okay. I got him right. So who's the game going to give driver of the day to? Ooh, Flying Rosie. Flying Rosie there. Not what I would have given driver of the day. I would have given it to either one of the top 2. But the game has different ways of telling who's driver of the day and who's not. So but anyway, here we go. And I like the Monaco podium, I've got to say. It looks pretty nice. So I'm going to get to the commentary box, ready for interview. So whilst I do that, I am going to go for the results. So Lot wins from Jakey, from Brown, from Placky in 4th. Dominic 5th, Peroni in 6th. Jam Pancakes, despite the fact that he was near the back in the, when he pitted for damage, made his way back up to 7th. So for him, that's a win. So a good job for him as his first race here at PSGL as reserve. Flying Rosie in 8th, not bad for him either. Left in 9th and Felipe in 10th. Then we've got people outside the top 10 who finished. Matthew Reese, Otis and Crisito. And your retirements are Joker, Smasher, Callum G, Days Wombers, and Got to Go Fast. And I did predict a safety car. And ladies and gentlemen, we did not get a safety car around Monaco. I take that as a win, to be fair. There was a VSC, which I thought would have been a safety car, but we'll take it that we've had no safety cars in this race. And I have to say, Lutt only went for the move when he could see fit, and when he did go for the move, he knew he could do it. He was pushing Brown all the way. He was defending from JKB for his life, and that's why I'm going to give drive of the day to Lutt today. He was absolutely fantastic. He definitely deserves the win as well. He was on form. He was your championship leader before this race, and he's going to extend his gap. The winner gets 16 points into the race. And so let me just look. What does that do with the championship standings? So CRG Lutt was on 40 points. He will extend to Otis by quite a lot, because I don't think Otis scored. Brown, I think, will move up ahead of Lefted, maybe? I don't even know. But anyway, Lutt will get 50. His points tally now will be 56 points. So in a way, that's really, really good for him. So I think we're just waiting for if anyone would want to join me for interviews. I doubt that could happen, but we'll have to find out. Obviously, it is not mandatory to for the drivers to join the interviews. They can only join if they can join if they want to. Ideally, I want to get the top 3, and if we can't get the top 3, then we could get people who have scored well, maybe got their best result of the season, would like to chat how their race went, for example. But we'll see. And according to the Discord chat, Jam Pancakes really enjoyed that race, despite the fact that he finished in 8th, I think, or 7th. And to be honest, sometimes it happens to me as well. I do rubbish in Monaco, but I enjoy it because it's thrilling and challenging. So, well, you know, we'll see. So I don't think there's anyone waiting in the rating room. So I think we're going to have to call it a night. First week, actually, we're not doing interviews because no one's interested. But it's fine. It's fine. They don't have to, like I said. I'm not forcing them, so I won't do it. Hopefully they will next week. Fingers crossed. Some of them may not have a Discord mic, though, which is understandable. But again. So that is it, then, for the Monaco Grand Prix. I quite enjoyed that one, actually, towards the end there. The midfield strategy and battle spice things up as well as the battle for the front as well. So make sure you join us same time next week, where we head to the Temple of Speed in Monza for the Italian Grand Prix. And I have to say, I'm looking forward to that one. It always brings some good battles in league racing. I've got to say, high up there, one of my favourite tracks I like commentating on. So I'm excited for that one. And that'll be next Thursday, same time at 8 PM UK time. And we won't be on our own next week. It's been the only top tier broadcasting. No. We won't be on our own next week, because PC are starting their league next Thursday. Not sure what time, but again, keep an eye on the PSGL Twitter, which is Premier Sim GL. I think that's what the Twitter is now. And you'll find out what time the PC League is on. I have to say, I've seen a lineup for the PC League. You do not want to miss that, I have to say. So, whenever that is, even if before or after us, I don't even know. Make sure you check that out as well. That starts next Thursday with George and Jack being your commentators. And we got more PlayStation action. Coming up on Sunday and Monday for Monaco for F9, F8 and F7 on Sunday. And then we got F1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 on Monday. And F6 is finally getting a stream. And I'll need to actually check who's commentating that. Who's commentating F6 again? I'm not even going to try pronouncing that name, because I'm worried I'm going to get it wrong, and I'm probably going to get annoyed if I say it wrong, so I won't say it. But anyway, F6 finally just have a stream. Check that out. I've been JessGames95. We'll see you next week for the Italian Grand Prix at 8 PM. Have a good evening, everybody, and goodbye.